What do you mean by integrated approaches?
Okay, so integrated approaches, there's a multifold response on this one. Integrated in the sense that there's a recognition that there are social, cultural, and economic drivers to violence and crime. And so, in crafting the responses to those things, you have to think beyond law enforcement, and you have to think in terms of longer term approaches with long-term impacts. So you have to think around early childhood development programs that look at or train young people around alternative forms of conflict resolution. You have to think through approaches like social crime prevention. You have to think through approaches that seek to change the built environment so that it's less conducive to crime and violence happen. So an integrated approach with roles and responsibilities for capacities and actors other than law enforcement and police. Another level of an integrated approach is exactly that, to say that every sector of society or all of society has a role to play in safety promotion and in violence and crime prevention. So in our space, we would say that there is a role for the urban planner, there is a role for the built environment practitioner, there's a role for the community development practitioner, other than just the police, and because the recognition is that there are a lot of dynamics that feed into crime and violence that can't necessarily be policed. What we further mean by integrated approaches is that we call for cross collaboration and multidisciplinary approaches among the spheres of government, being national, provincial, and the local sphere, and also across city sector departments, so that the interrelation between departments within a city administration also have to speak to each other in terms of the inputs that are needed to have a broader impact on the situation of crime and violence in any city, that it's not just the preserve or the responsibility of the department in charge of safety and policing. Yeah.